I don't really even know why I'm doing this. I just get my ass handed to me in this gun game. Oh. Yep, we're doing that. But you can only get better if you try. Am I right? Am I right? Right. This guy's level 30 already. Wowzers, 2 level 30s. Crazy young killer. Melvin the Great 89. Speedy to Sheedy. Cerberus. Actually from Greek mythology. What's up, Marv? Melvin, not Marv.
Ten seconds to go time, people.
That's an interesting sound coming from a microphone.
Be advised, LZ is hot. USA hostiles
It's like
confirmed in the
Gun game.
That's pretty much what it sounded like too.
You're on your own, soldier.
Oh yeah, got off that pistol quick. Oh, it's a burst guy.
We're losing this fight.
The guy that's got 9 kills already. Here, I thought I was doing all right. Just to let everyone know, I'm corner camping right now. Corner camping. I'm camping in a corner right now, so if you were my victim, I'm sorry. Ah, I was chasing a guy down that ran by me and someone else fucking got me from behind. Damn it. Sniper time. This could be interesting. Already? Boy, that was speedy. Sheedy? Oh, what? He just gave the ice the assist. Melvin with the third place. You sounded like you weren't having a very good game, but apparently I was. Apparently not.
Mission. New orders came in this morning.
It's not how many times you die, but how many times you stand back up. But I guess in the real world, it's not how many times you die, but how many times you choose to be born again as a baby. Start all over. Okay, if you had a choice to resurrect in a dead corpse or be born again like a new being, what would you choose? Do you have a reason for that answer?
Approaching LZ. Check your equipment to support the SDF.
Do you have a reason why you would choose a new being over a corpse? Or your corpse, anyway?
You are on your own.
Now, let's say your body's preserved, and in fact, when you get up, you'll age, like, I mean, I don't know how to, like, let's say your body could be preserved, and you'll be 30 years old again, instead of, 80. You know, you're not just a wrinkled body, you know, they're somehow able to bring you back as 30. You're going to have the same memories as you did, but if you're reborn, you won't remember anything, any part of your life before. Reanimated? I think I always still choose to be reborn. I think I'd still choose to be reborn. Because, I don't know, I think like half the like what's great about that is like you get to re-experience everything again, you know, like your first everything. You know, I mean, the first time, you know, every time you go through a first, it's a great experience, you know, and it's a new experience, it's an awe-striking experience, and I don't know, that shit gets old after a while. You know, a cheeseburger's a fucking cheeseburger. Huh. Well, I'm a vegetarian. I'm just saying the same. You can only experience. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to experience here, but I think I'd still choose to be reborn. you couldn't let loved ones be a factor. Like, those people could not be a part of your life, or that everyone would choose the life that they have based on the loved ones and the relationships that they have to leave behind, and based on those emotions and those feelings. It's almost like a biased choice. Speedy! Damn, that was Speedy again.
Congratulations, you ranked up and earned new equipment. Heads up, we've got a new directive.
$1,350. Crazy young killer, do you speak?
Taking a break for battle?
Subconsciously, I could feel him say, "Fuck you." Fuck you, Zombies for Dummies. Of course I can talk.
10 seconds to launch. Hostiles confirmed. UNSA targets. Good hunting.
Gun game.
I feel that opening screen, it looks pretty cool, but I feel like it's like some sort of, you know, that opening screen that comes up before it, and it's all like, I don't know, computerish. I feel like it's like some sort of like brainwashing tool. I don't know, maybe. So it's like subliminal programming. Yeah, I don't know. That's just what I get out of it. It looks cool, but perhaps. Yeah, they were able to basically put subliminal messages in a half a second during movie theaters. Back in the day, they made it illegal. Just they would flash a bubbling Coke. You wouldn't even recognize it with your conscious mind. And then 10 minutes later, you're craving a Coke all of a sudden. And you go to the concession stands and you buy a Coke. So they've proven that kind of stuff works. Certain flashes, it all takes a split second of an image or something. You might not even see it. So if you try to focus on some of the stuff that comes up on that screen, there's a bunch of different stuff that comes up on that screen there. Yeah, I just gotta done giving up 6 addictions for 40 days, smoking cigarettes being one of them, and giving up pop. And you know, I gotta find moderation in them. I enjoy these things, but anything in excess can be harmful. And period. Now, shit. Yeah. Yeah, peer pressure and shit. Yeah, I started because we got a foreign exchange student from Germany, and he smoked cigarettes, and he was so well loved and liked by all my friends, you know, and I was just like, well, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna give her a go. And I smoked a cig, and I didn't really get started probably till my senior year, and then by graduation I was smoking a pack a day, and I never really got more than that. I've always been about a pack a day smoker. Now I'm rolling my own cigarettes, and I think the filters probably cause cancer more so than the cigarettes themselves. I mean, look at what you're sucking on there. You're sucking on fucking, you know, insulation. You know, fuck. So, I mean, the filter does with cigarettes. The tobacco does? Tobacco's got pig blood in it? How? I buy Carter Hall pipe tobacco, and I roll my own. Used to smoke Camel Lights. I hope there's not fucking pig blood in this shit. If there's pig blood in this shit, I'm gonna be pissed.
Mission complete.
I'm a vegetarian, and I try not to use animal products at all. I don't like to take a pill if it's made of gelatin, because it's got fucking pig fat in it. I believe that you are what you eat, you become what you eat, type thing, you know, and I respect the life of fucking animals. I mean, they're so much more than we ever give them credit for. They're smarter, you know, they feel just as much. I mean, you know, all you have to do is interact with an animal for an extended period of time, just like a child or anyone else, and you start to see, oh, this person has got feelings, or this thing has a personality. Holy crap, this thing feels pain, you know, and this thing actually showing me affection, you know. Here, two species, we can't even understand each other speak, but somehow we're sharing this connection, you know. And I think it's ridiculous that you can hunt animals and it's called sport, but when you kill another human being, you know, or you hunt humans, you're a serial killer. You know, one is widely accepted and you know, almost like praised, you know, like by, you know, there's not praised but glorified, and then the other one is just shunned completely, you know.
Eliminate all targets of opportunity.
And when it comes down to it, you know, the serial killer could kill a bunch of guilty people, and I mean, you're not going to be killing a bunch of guilty animals, you know. Like, there's no lion out there, you know, that's out there killing for fun. Yeah, unless, yeah. And at one point in time, there was no dog eat dog. I mean, at one point in time, everybody fed off the vegetation of the earth. So, I don't know. It's a little fucked up. We're on a high horse as a human race. We think that our shit don't stink. and that just because something is not as intelligent or something can't build civilizations like we do, and they're useless. And if that's going to be the mindset, then our race, all the beings that are here, angels, jinns, men, we're never leaving. We're never going to leave this place, and we're going to burn up when we do it, or the sun supernovas, or whatever other disaster, comes down to it. Then the mortal ones will be stuck with this fucking barren wasteland, and, have fun with that for eternity. So something's got to give. Yeah, I've had 7 years of. I myself don't have a lot of friends. I have friends online and people that I've like-minded. We're not 100% the same, but agree about some things and disagree about others. But open-minded people, rather, that aren't afraid to share an opinion, or an idea, and yeah, I can't share with this kind of stuff with anyone really in my hometown. Fucking the black sheep here. I mean, they all think I'm crazy, but I've seen proof of certain things that I cannot prove, and until you seek, a higher power and other things out, these things will never be made aware to you, and I think that's just kind of how it is. I can't make anyone believe, and I believe that through believing, that's where true wisdom comes from, a true understanding. And I didn't think like this up until about 7 years ago when I started seeking God. So yeah, I don't know what to say. Some people say I'm a pessimist, but I'm 29. How old are you? Shit, you sound old. You sound older. Yeah, you sound. I'd say you sound like you're 30. Yeah, I thought you were my age. Sure. But can't judge a book by its cover, or a book on tape by its voice. Vegan. Ah, nice. I tried once to go from vegetarian to vegan, and I found going from vegan or to vegan from vegetarian harder than it was going from not eating meat to vegetarian, or eating meat to vegetarian. I own and operate a restaurant in North Dakota, and the temptation was enough to not eat meat, but because I cared about animals, it was enough to push me through. I knew it was right to try to get my vegetation from the earth, or my sustenance from the earth, rather than people or living blood-bearing beings. And do you think that there's a way that we can interact and care for animals by not enslaving them, and by us doing that, we give them something and they give us something, like we can provide for the animals certain things that they will never be able to provide for themselves, and we don't have to pen them up in cages or whatnot. Like, we used to raise chickens when I was younger, and you would open up the chicken coop in the morning, and all the chickens would run out, and they would go out into the yard, and they'd be out there all day. and before sundown, you'd come back, and every one of those chickens would be back in the chicken coop waiting for you to close the door. Because, I mean, it's just how it was. You know, that was their safety zone. You didn't even have to chase them in there. They just went in there. So, I don't know, man. Have those eggs every morning. Oh. Yeah, Dirty D323, would you like to intercede?
We're deploying in 10.
Go ahead, make your objection.
Recon pass complete. UNSC
Go ahead.
hostiles confirmed.
Gun game.
Hey, soak it in, man. Soak it in. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Any motion is a potential target.
So yeah, where do you go to school? Ooh. Attention team, I am corner camping right now. And I left. I left, yeah. I was chasing somebody down and then he left. Yeah, see, that's what we call God, truth and fidelity. And I mean, from what I understand, all things real. You know, all things, you know, he's on the outside looking in on all things real, you know, like, not in the universe, you know, like we're in the universe. He's the computer programmer out the outside of the computer, programming through, you know, how a computer programmer writes code, writes a program, and puts it on the computer, and it serves a function. You know, and inside that program, there's a million different, you know, commands that operate the program. You know, where those sub-programs, the total whole is, you know, Earth, and maybe the solar system, and then he is the organic being in our situation on the outside, you know, typing it all in. You know, we could never understand what it is. You know, like, it'd be like a computer program trying to understand, you know, what a human being is. Be like, what the fuck are you? Look at you. You know, like, where's your numbers? Where's your code? I can't read you. Can't scan you. So, yeah, it's yeah. And I also would explain how, I mean, the crazy shit is able to happen. Someone's got to be making it happen. You know, if this is, you know, there's some people who would argue this is a dream world, you know, and that you might just be dreaming, you know, but that would, I can't comprehend that'd be even possible. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's awesome that you're able to actually influence a few people. I grew up in like meat country here. I mean, everyone raised cattle, and when they come into my restaurant to eat, you know, and I'll make, you know, jokes like, "Oh, but we just skipped the meat today." No, I gotta have my meat. I gotta have my meat. You know, like they really believe that they gotta have their meat in order to survive. Like, look at your teeth set up. You are not a carnivore. You are meant to eat vegetables. And in fact, vegetables and fruits are high in alkaline pH level. Your body operates on a slightly alkaline pH level. And when your body has enough alkaline, you heal faster. Your immune system is better. Your blood cells actually have a charge and they don't stick together. They carry oxygen to the rest of your body more efficiently. And your entire cells, all your cells in your body, what's its fuel? Fucking oxygen. Oh my goodness. And why is everybody so tired and run down all the time? It's because you got an acid-filled diet, and I do too. I drink this fucking soda pop and other stuff that is, you know. Oh, you know what cancer eats and feeds on? Acidity. You know where cancer cannot survive? In an alkaline state. So alkaline water could be a cure or the best preventative cure for cancer, and nobody's going to tell you that. Cancer is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and hospitals make billions of dollars on your chemotherapy, you know, and your multiple visits month after month. You know, they don't want to give you the cure. Bullshit.
Be advised, LZ is hot. UNSA hostiles confirmed in the AO.
Yeah, the government is not for us. The government is for the 1%, the very rich, the corporations. Yeah. The Illuminati, the 13 families of royal blood. We got royal blood. We're special.
You are on your own.
Yeah, there's been 13 families since basically the fall, and these angels who do not have free will use these families basically to do their dirty work for them, and in return they get what? Rothschilds, money, position, power, all the good things in this world, an abundance of them, and they don't ever really have to pay a price for the evil that they do. Yeah, the Federal Reserve isn't even a part of the fucking government. It's just a fucking. They just use federal to show how fucking dumb we are. Well, we kind of did the same thing here in America, and what they do is they'll infiltrate your country, and they'll put people in places where they'll buy up parts. Like, they caused the stock market to crash. These rich guys came over here, they bought huge amounts of stock, and then all on the same day, they sold everything. You know, so they caused, you know, these banks and these places to go bankrupt, and the banks that were giving gold and silver, you know, in return for your dollar, could no longer pay these guys back. So these bankers came in, and they were like, these world bankers, and they bailed the stock market crash out, basically, and you know, instituted this paper money, because I don't know what would have happened if they didn't do that, you know, if there wasn't a fix for it. But they should have never crawled in bed with them, because since then it's been the American government being the puppets of the Federal Reserve and world bankers, and the Rothschilds have like fucking $60 trillion. Yeah. That's what I say. I say you get rich, you should be giving it back to, you know, society. Society is what allowed you to become rich, you know, and privilege. You know, you should want to give that to people when you experience a good thing. You should want to give it to people. Yeah. Like, dude that was just laughing earlier. He's like, me and my roommate. Aha. Is he still in here? Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, Dirty D? Dirty, yeah, he's still in here. Still having a good old laugh there, Dirty D. Yeah. One day you'll wake up, and I won't be laughing at you. I'll hold your hand while you cry. I got I do Twitter. I don't do Instagram or Snapchat. And I recently got off Facebook. I do quite a bit of preaching on Twitter. Nice. Nice. Yeah. You know, and that's kind of been, I used to have selfish reasons for wanting to get big, you know, and famous. I used to want to. I make music. I've always been kind of a writer and a storyteller, and so I got some short stories and about 35 rap songs and stuff, and a lot of it's stuff about waking up and the very problems we're seeing in our country and in the world, and just common sense stuff as well. And some of it's, you know, storytelling. Some of it's cocky, a little cocky at times, but yeah, I wanted to be a famous musician for a while. I didn't want to be a mainstream rapper like money, girls, cars, and stuff. I wanted to be more like underground music, like Atmosphere and a few other guys. You know, they made music, real music, in my opinion, and you know, it affected me on my journey and waking up, and I wanted to cause that, you know, someone else to have that feeling as well, you know, for my music. And but I realized that it's never gonna happen in this world. You're never gonna get famous. You're never gonna get a world stage, you know, without being a pawn to the very people that you're fighting against. You know, it's. I mean, you might get a small following, you know, but as far as like getting that trending so that you become instantly famous, or you know, I don't know how it all works with Twitter fame and Instagram fame and stuff like that. You know, I don't know even how much of that stuff is real, because you can buy followers, you know, and here, buy 5,000 followers for $50. No, me neither. You want your fan base to be fucking real, not a bunch of robots. Ain't that right, Dirty D? Yeah, and I just put my content out there, and if people like it, then they'll share it, and if they don't, then they don't. And if I get followed, I get followed, and if not, I realize that I can't want to be big so much that I let that motivate me instead of the message and, you know, being me. Yeah, and I live stream on this stuff. I have been live streaming this whole time. I don't think I've had a viewer the whole time, but I don't give a... Yeah, I began this way of thinking where I had to correct the way I thought, because until you correct the way that you think, you could say one thing or desire something in your heart totally different, or think something totally different than the words that come out your mouth. You know, so you don't fix yourself until you fix the thought that's coming out into your head, or the desire that's coming out your heart. And I was like, well, how do I do this, you know, without, I mean, you think that stuff is private, right? You know, I believe that it's not private. And to an extent, everything that you think, feel, say, hear, do, there is a witness of it. I mean, there is a witness of it somewhere, someplace. But to realize that witness, or God, or existence, you know, is out there listening all the time, so that you constantly make sure that that's a priority, that you're correcting your thoughts and your heart. You've seen the movie The Truman Show? Oh, well, Jim Carrey is basically taken at birth into this giant white dome ball. And inside it, there's this tiny little city, and all around it, there's water. And he basically lives his whole life there, and he has no idea that he's in this ball, and there's cameras everywhere, and everybody that's in the ball is an actor. The mother, the grandmother, the coworker, the lovers. You know, everyone is an actor, and the only one who doesn't know that he is a TV show is Jim Carrey himself, or Truman. And I began to think like that my thoughts and my, you know, are displayed, you know, and I've started to believe that, you know, everyone could hear my very thoughts, you know, and then when I would think a bad thought, you know, or a thought that would be, I wouldn't say out loud in front of people, you know, it might have been rude, it might have been an asshole thing to say, or it might have just been a little bit goofy or crazy. I'd correct myself right away, you know, and realize, you know, give myself, you know, the scolding that probably that person would give me if he heard it out loud. And eventually over time, you know, I don't know, I became very patient and slow down. I used to have a short temper, and now I don't think you could piss me off. Yeah, I mean, I get irritated. But I don't know. I'm very, very, very patient than I was before, and I think that all stems from, again, God and belief, and developing the very attributes that I seen him give to me, you know, over a course of 7 years. So, like a bad dog that shits inside over and over and over again. Go outside, fuck! Get it right! I've heard that. I've heard that 3 times now in the last few days, but go on. Meditation. Meditation. I don't believe in coincidences. When you see things in pairs and multiples in a short period of time, that's not a coincidence. That's something. That's a message. That's meant for you to do. You know, and I mean, when it happens like that, it's not coincidence. That's divine design. But yeah, your meditation works for you then, huh? See, I think I meditate. I think I might meditate and not even know that I'm doing it.
Gun game.
Like, or just, from what I understand, well, you know, I sit Indian style, leg crossed. That's how I sit. That's how I feel most comfortable, is with the legs crossed and the lotus position. I sit in the lotus position. Normally, that's how I've always been the most comfortable, is sitting with my legs crossed, like Indian style, if you will. And yeah, I'll go through periods where I'll sit almost completely motionless, as long as something's grabbed my attention. I have ADD pretty severely, so if something's grabbed my attention, on or off medication, I can sit in the same spot almost motionless for, 30 minutes to an hour at a time, and then pretty soon my legs will be like fucking hurting because I haven't moved even a muscle in for so long. And so I think I've almost been subconsciously or subliminally meditating and not really even know it, from what I heard about it. So So, what's your routine? What do you do in the morning or? Mm-hmm. I see. What I believe that everybody has an angelic being and a jinn being, or a demon, some might call it, being of light and a being of fire. I believe that we were all before this world of clay. I think our spirits were once these childlike angels. You know, they were able to they were never grew older than a 10-year-old. Okay, I mean, and they experienced an eternity almost. You know, I mean, a really long time like that. You know, and they were just like you find 10-year-olds. I mean, play, laugh, you know, have fun all day long, you know, and all knowledgeable and beings of light, electricity and stuff like that. And that person that you were is with you now. And same with the realm of fire, or you might say hell, you know, that being, that lowercase god, you know, they called themselves God in this place, death god. You know, he's with you too. You know, and there was good things about both realms, and they both guide you or try to pull you one way or another based on what they like. You know, and I believe that they are the communication between God and us. You know, so like when you have an eternal question or something and you want to learn something about something, ask the question, you know, and trust that they're going to lead you to that answer. And I use the internet. I use books. I don't necessarily watch too many documentaries. I haven't had a lot of experience getting an answer like, you know, like almost scary fast, like from opening to a random page in a random book. You know, all of a sudden the question I was asking, it's there, you know. And there's something about words and reading that comes alive, if you will. And my thing to do is I'll ask my question in Google, and I trust that the things that are going to come up are going to answer my question, and I'll find the site that best. I try to pick .org sites and stuff that's for non-profit, and or something might just catch my eye, and usually that's the winner right there. And yeah, I'm the same as you. I strive for knowledge, but one thing that I've learned is that you have to take breaks. You can't take in too much at a time. You should take in bits and pieces and see how much of it you retain and how much you apply. Because if you take in, you know, too much, and then you might not go back to relearn something that you were supposed to learn, then now you have to go back to the question that led you there, you know, in order to remember that. And So yeah, I make sure that I take breaks now. I have fun too while on top of learning, and but yeah, I really enjoy learning. So you can't overdo it. You can't overdo it on searching for knowledge. Your brain can only handle so much at once, unfortunately, because we're just a bunch of dumb, savage animals. That was Lucifer's excuse for not serving us. And angels are supposed to basically be like our parents, like care for us, and he wanted to be treated like a king and like a god, if you will, right away, right after the start, without earning the respect and the love that, I mean, if a parent makes you sweep the floor when you're an infant and become your slave, you know, right out the womb, you know, hey, worship me, child, you worthless piece of, you know, like, it's a baby. The baby's gonna hate you. That baby's gonna hate you. You know, so there's a way to get what he desired, and all the angels really desired it. You aspire to be what you admire. You know, so I can imagine that the angels all admired their creator and probably wanted to be like him. Safe to say. Yeah, and it takes two spirits to operate your body here. It takes two spirits, one light and one dark. There's a balance, just like a battery needs, you know, a positive and a negative, you know, acid and an alkaline to complete the cell. You know, it's just, yeah, it's everything's a balance here, including your body. So, and that dark spirit, that fire spirit, that which most people would call evil, it's desire, it's passion, you know, and in that realm they only knew war, really, you know, and passion, but there were good things about that life as well, and things that your heart or that fire can teach you, and you just gotta realize when the heart will be a fool to get what it, you know, gets what it wants, and a kid can be very cunning, you know, or you know,
We're losing this fight.
the mind, the ego, the 10-year-old can be very, very cunning, and the heart is a fool for love and passion. I mean, they'll do anything to get it. You need one to guard over the other in order to have balance, or eventually your mind is going to rule over your heart, and you're going to abuse people to get what you want, or the opposite way around, and people are going to abuse you to get what they want. You know, and then you might, you know, each one leads to you getting hurt. Yeah, it gets a little stagnant, and it gets a little monotonous at times as well. But I don't know, I think we're here for a reason, and I think it's to grow. And if you're seeking knowledge and improving yourself, if it gets a little stagnant, who cares? The point is to get out of this place. This is duality. This is where evil exists, and you know it exists. You know, the object is to get out of this place and go back to where it don't exist, and know that it exists other places, and know what you have, that's a paradise.
Kick-ass, Wolverine. Great job.
Everyone's gonna have a thought like that. I mean, it's who talks themselves out of it and who actually goes through with it, and that's the difference. Now, yeah, guys got to do what he's got to do. Anytime I used to suffer with a little bit of fear. I mean, I used to see some things like my nightmares manifest in front of me while I'm awake, type shit. You know, like scary shit. You know, and I believe anything's possible. I know that spirits and ghosts exist in this place, and I know this for a fact. I don't care what anyone says. It can never convince me differently. So I dealt with having to feel my buried fears, man, and go through them. But by doing so and finding out where I could find comfort, I got over my fears, and now I don't really fear anything. You know, and that's a great gift. And how now whenever I even get close to feeling fear, you know, I think about what it is I'm about to worry about, and then I think, what are the chances that this could actually happen? You know, and if it's, you know, good, then I make sure to be extra careful about it. But if it's not, I laugh it off. I fucking laugh it off. You know, like, and that's almost what you got to do too when you get these urges. You just got to realize how many times you've been so much closer, like in my situation, so much more afraid, and nothing happened. You know, this ain't shit. You know, and basically tell the world, hey, you know, you're gonna have to come harder than that. You know, if you're gonna, you know, I always make it seem like it's me against this invisible force, if you will, that's trying to get me to do the very thing that I don't want to do. You know, and instigating that kind of stuff, and that will only make you stronger and more resistant. And you know, or maybe it doesn't. I guess you'll just have to try. Yeah. I'm corner camping right now. I gotcha. Who was it? Damn it. Yeah. So, and do you believe that it's possible that, like, let's say you eat the chicken and you become a coward. You eat the pig, you become a glutton. You eat the cow, you become complacent. You know, like you develop attributes of the animals that you're eating because, you know, they become a part of you. I think that's possible. Awesome. Yeah, I cook at this restaurant, and I have to touch meat and pork and that kind of shit all the time. You know, and I don't necessarily mind it. At first, I hated it. You know, I wouldn't touch pork with my hands. And I just realized, you know, okay, it's fine to get this restaurant paid off, which I need like another year, and then I can do whatever I want with it. You know, and I'm not about to give up on it yet. I would like to offer some more vegetarian items once I get it paid off and show people that, hey, there's some good vegetarian food out here too. I'd also maybe like to start a herb and a grow shop when marijuana is legalized, and turn the place into a garden house and fuck the restaurant. And I found a bunch of precious metals and whatever they use to plaster the walls in here. I mean, there's palladium, there's rhodium, and silver, and it's just in the fucking walls here. And there's a lot of it too. And I just found out the value of some of these things like today. You know, I came across the X-ray that I got of this. I thought it was gold right away because it was this metallic gold substance, you know, and it was pretty heavy in water and wasn't magnetic, and it passed all the tests that I could find online. And yeah, when it came back and it wasn't gold, I didn't want to fuck around with electricity and water because I thought I might fucking kill myself. Fuck it, you know. So I stayed away from that. But yeah, I came across that sheet today actually, and I looked up some of the stuff online, just basically for the uses of it, and I found out that some of this stuff, like, what was it that's, rhodium is worth like $700 an ounce. You know, yeah, and let's see, palladium is worth like $700 an ounce. Gold's at like $1,200. Silver is $20 an ounce. You know, but on top of this, I've had this idea. I want to start this. I want to get this solar panel. I want to make an efficient solar panel that almost works like a fusion, but with water. I was researching a little bit today. When you combine palladium with carbon, it will activate. It interacts with hydrogen in a way so that two hydrogen molecules will become 2H because it's got one electron, needs to pair with something, usually other hydrogen. And hydrogen 2H is found mostly in water. Or I can't remember exactly how it goes, but palladium has this ability to absorb or like hold. I'm not a chemist, but anyway, it's able to separate an 2H molecule into two singular H's. Okay, and when you combine silver and carbon, or silver and nitrate, or silver and boron, or no, bicarbonate, or there's like 6 or 7 different metals or something that are in the same group. They're all supposed to do the same thing. When you combine that with just UV rays, it breaks down and becomes silver, which has a positive charge, and then one electron. And then it takes that electron and becomes silver, and then there's a 2C a carbon molecule left over. So I was thinking, oh, there's got to be a way to use palladium and silver and some of these other elements that are very similar together with platinum and rubidium and iridium, and I don't have any platinum, but I have like 3 of the same type of metal class that are like gold, silver, and copper are all in the same class, and they all have very similar attributes. There's got to be a way that you can combine these things with organic material that acts as a catalyst in water, that basically makes water evaporate into O or H2O into H2, 2O, H, the fundamental elements, and then cast off those electrons, which is harvested by a UV or a solar panel, and cadmium or whatever, cadmium. I don't know how to say these elements, but that's the thin wrapping paper or the silver lining that goes on the bottom of these solar panels is this element, and this element basically allows for when light to hit it, for electrons to bounce off of it, and it somehow put it through. I read through a lot of this stuff today, and I got it all saved so I can go back and do another study session on it. It's my goal to figure something out. I've been calling for alternative energy for a while now and reject oil, and I feel like I have pretty much all the tools here to achieve at least the research of it. And
We're failing, squad.
yeah, if you could somehow get water to evaporate and consistently, like a hydrogen bomb uses hydrogen and a very radioactive element that degrades very quickly over time. So as it degrades, it loses an electron, or it gains. It takes the hydrogen that's in the air or in the bomb, and as it degrades, it takes another molecule in, because hydrogen wants to bond with anything that it can come, because it's one molecule, or its atomic weight is 1, and all elements, compounds, are not sound, if you will, unless they got even amount of molecules, balance. So like carbon, same with carbon 11 and 12 and 13 are really the only known substances of carbon, but carbon's atomic weight is 6, but carbon itself at 6 is very unstable. So yeah, there's got to be a way to create a process where it uses the water that evaporates, due to the heat from the sun, that also, when the sun hits the bottom of this water tank, it's filled with cadmium or whatever it is, and that's absorbing the rays from the sun, and light is able to trans through water relatively with ease.
I've been keeping an eye on your performance.
Acts as a prism. It actually
When you're ready for a more tactical
might be able
approach,
to
come check out the Orion
direct
engines.
light in a certain area as well, if you were able to somehow make a bowl or something. I don't know how exactly, like they set up these arrays for like solar panel arrays so that they can, I don't know, like reflect the light off of it, and then it hit it again, so that it's not reflecting some of the light back into space. But this cadmium or whatever absorbs 90% of the light that hits it. So there's not a whole lot of waste there, and if you're silver, for another one, silver absorbs or reflects 90 or something percent heat as well, you know. So there's got to be a way to create a reaction where not only can you absorb the electrons that are coming from UV rays, which the energy that comes from the sun, 99% of it is on the UV scale, 1% of it is on the thermal. So who cares how hot it gets, because the amount of energy that you can harness is minimal compared to the UV scale. And somehow, some way, with, hey, yeah, who is that? Rico? What's up, Rico?
You are on your own.
So I'm studying that now, and somehow, some way. Oh. Yeah, it's I had a field day with it. At one point in time, I thought I got it. When I found silver, silver and carbon, and dude, I thought I had it. I thought I fucking had it. I had this moment of, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I was like, I could do. Oh no. They gotta somehow interact together. And dude, I was just guessing on some things. You know, guessing, and I would go and search to see, you know, if things would be possible. And sure shit, they'd be possible. I'd be like, what in the fuck? You know, what are the odds? You know, did you know honey is the single substance that could totally sustain you? You would need nothing else but honey to live. It has water and everything that your body needs, is amino acids, proteins, sugars, and it doesn't ever go bad. Bees do this. Bees. Fucking bumblebees. Insignificant insects do this. Step your game up, mankind. Yeah, because of fucking pesticides and herbicides, because of fucking greedy farmers and corporate farms.
Increase combat efficiency.
And GMO and genetically modified fucking seeds. Okay. Slap in the face to the creator. Hey, we know how to do it better. Actually, you didn't. The proof is in the pudding, and y'all ate it all up. I was listening to this show about the bees, and the guy, the expert on the bees, said that the poison, this nicotri, some poison, was the most widely found in wheat, or in next to wheat fields. So bread, you don't want to be eating wheat. Bread is probably worse than corn for you. And I was told to stop drinking the water and eating the bread, you know, a couple of years ago in the Bible, you know, and I was just like, what? No. You know, like, why? Yeah, and it wasn't until, you know, I got really sick, kidney stones and gallbladder stones, and really realizing this stuff. I started obeying it a while ago. I just stopped drinking the water too. Fuck, man. It's fucking poison. You gotta get your own water filtration system. You need activated carbon, sand, and pebbles. And you can build the best water filtration system. Basically a big Brita. but for a fraction of the cost when you buy the activated carbon yourself. Yeah, I got a big jar of it. I collect rainwater too.
Nice work. Mission complete.
In California or what? I know California, some county or somewhere made it illegal. I'm like, what is this? These fuckers are fucked. Yeah, a guy in Florida got arrested for feeding a homeless guy. Like, what is being a good guy fucking illegal now? What the fuck?
Seconds to green.
Yeah. Yeah, I fucking...
Hostiles confirmed. UNSA targets. Good hunting.
You cut out there for a second.
Gun game.
I'm starting with 2 pistols this time? What?
You are on your own.
Boom, 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 boom. Rico, you're having a good old time, aren't you? That was a death right there. That was a death. What are you doing? Hold on, I'm gonna. I can't hear you. I'm gonna have to mute you, Rico. I can still hear you. Why is that, Rico? I don't even know how to mute people. How do you mute people? Fuck, no. Just you're not allowed to talk, Rico. Comply. Comply. No. All right, go ahead. What were you saying? See, everyone's probably just happy that I'm in this lobby right now because I've been consistently just going like 2 for 8, just not giving a fuck. Let's start out games. Hey everyone, you want to get up to the shotgun and the SMGs real fast? Just find zombies for dummies at the beginning of the map. Someone's on a knife already? I don't think I've breached the grenade launcher yet, this entire time we've been playing. you think they're gonna let us play it in the beta, like on the last day? Just how about the free map? How about the free map that we're getting with the pre-order? Yeah, well, Activision's all three of them, right? And Treyarch is the branch that makes zombies. Yeah. Yeah. They don't leak no information about zombies like until the week of the release. And I have seen little gameplay of zombies so far. No gameplay really. Noah. Okay. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Noah JP numbers something. Well, I watched an interview with the makers, and they basically said, we admire what Treyarch does, and we know what the people like that Treyarch does. They like Easter eggs, you know, and he said a few things that I was like, okay, but they realized that, you know, Treyarch has created something that is. I mean, a lot of people love zombies, and they've created something fucking special there, you know, in the gaming community anyway, and that they're not gonna be able to ever rise above that, you know, especially on their first game, you know. So, it's best not to keep expectations like, you know, oh, this ain't Treyarch zombies, you know, take it for what it is, and hopefully it's good. The storyline will help. If they can have a decent storyline along with the gameplay and get people interested in what's going on and what's going to happen next, yeah, it's going to be a lot easier for them to get through the comparison to Treyarch anyway. I fell in love with the storyline. Did you do Easter eggs? Did you do Easter eggs while you were playing, or did you just go for like high rounds and stuff?
Mission failed, Wolverine.
Yeah, that's one I'm waiting on too. I did them all in order with my little crew too, and I've done every Easter egg except for this last one, and then I'm buried. We got to the shooting gallery, and we couldn't fucking do it. We could not do it. We couldn't do the shooting gallery, and we sat there for like an hour, and eventually I was just like, fuck this, you know? I mean, such a dumb step to, such a dumb step to have at the last part of the Easter egg, you know? So yeah, and I'm never gonna go and try to attempt it again. I was that mad. Did you send me the message?
For the SDF, Wolverines, bring your A game.
No. What the fuck? This entire lobby is just hey, fuck talking on our microphones. Let's do chat instead. Here, guys, let me pause so I can send you a text message. Fucking ass. What the fuck is this? An energy shotgun? It shoots a shockwave. This was the gun that brought down the walls of Jericho right here. Ooh, corner camping. And someone got me right after. Corner camping. Reap what you sow. Yeah. Shotguns in Black Ops 3 were OP. The haymaker was stupid. Stupid haymaker. It's like, you sound angry. Well, a lot of times, in case we got women constantly menstruating around us, we're horny a lot of times too. It's like a dog around a female dog in heat. We sense it. Makes us horny. It's no wonder why we think about it all the time. It's because there's 3.5 billion females all menstruating around us. We're like a dog that's in a dog park, and every last one of them's in heat. That's all I can think about. Fuck the ball. Fuck the ball. Three and 9. Yes, it's got it's got radar. It's got radar, just no UAVs. Yeah. I think someone was telling me last night that they wish that they wouldn't even put UAVs in the game, or made them a lot shorter or more kills to get it. I say take the radar out of it and just leave your like red flashing, you know, at the top of the screen or on the side based on where the noise is coming from. These soldiers don't have fucking GPS tracking and on their enemies. This isn't even real. This isn't even real, Sledgehammer. It's not even real. 5 and 14. Oh, come. Yeah. Yeah, I know them people. I'm gonna suck your toes. I'm gonna suck on that toe. I'm gonna suck on your dick behind Kato. Well, yeah, I heard a video of his last night. I was just like, cannibal. You cannibal. Wow, that's... Hey, you're going for the win right now or something? They're all in a secret society together, probably. That's everywhere. That's everywhere. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Everyone find Zombies for Dummies so you can get your easy kills while I have the pistol. Come on, guys, let's go. Really, man. Oh, just got a kill with the pistol. I think it just happened to me too. No, it's Daddy Anthony. Daddy Ant.
Complete this mission or don't
No,
come
but you
back.
stabbed me. You stabbed me with the sharp end of that sniper rifle. Woo! Why am I still on the pistol? I got a kill with the pistol, and then I got knocked back to it, and then I just got a kill with it, and now I still have it. Why do I still have it? The jackpot, or the opportunity to really rack up some easy kills are back open, guys. Congratulations, Rico, 3-1 for the easy kill. Get some, yeah. Yeah, some good action there, Rack 9. Who's next? Let's go. Oh, I almost had you. Almost had you. Justin. I think I was reading gun names there for a second. Oh, sneaky. Daddy, what are you doing laying on the floor? It's magic. You ever heard of magic? Oh, it's magic! You know. Yes, I know. My singing voice, I just had to show it off. Whew. Well, I need to roll up this cigarette. Maybe put a little. No, we'll wait. We'll wait until I'm ready to go to bed for that stuff.
You achieved a new rank. Commander's sending you equipment.
Oh yeah, message time. I just got the calling card, the ancient one. Woo!
Listen up, Wolverines.
I just got the
New
calling
mission
card,
package incoming.
ancient one. Like the ancient of days.
Hi there. Glad you stopped by. I represent the Compton blood, or shall I say, Compton.
Oh, we're playing the game again. Okay. Oh, who was that? Mac Dog. I wasn't ready, Mac Dog. Thanks. I didn't even get close to rolling that cigarette because of that damn message. Oh, who was it? I'm on the pistol anyway, so fuck you. How about that moon tonight? Anyone go out and see the super moon? Oh, it's fucking beautiful. It had like rings around it like a rainbow. Both nights, last night and tonight. I could distinctly see like 3 different colors. Like red, yellow, greenish, bluish color. And here these dark clouds are trying to cover it up all the time. I don't know what those clouds are thinking. I chased them out of there real quick. Get out of here, you clouds. Just a bunch of clowns. Me, I don't know. People are fucked up. Some of them are doing it just to get a rise out of people, and there's gonna be that one clown that's a fucking serial killer, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, this is my fucking opportunity." To, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm not afraid. Fucking come at me, fucking clown. I'll bring the elephant from your circus. That's exactly what they're working for. Use the media to get people riled up. I mean, show them a news story that's gonna upset people, and it should, but that shit happens all the time, and it has been happening for, a long time, longer than just this few years, and they just didn't broadcast the shit nationwide. And they want to get people to protest, and then through the protest get them to riot. All it takes is one person within a peaceful protest that's not there to protest, but there to start the fucking riot. And yeah, be paid to do it. Paid to start the riot, paid to throw the first fucking rock or what have you, and then the entire movement looks like shit, like garbage, because it turned into a riot, instead of what it. So. Don't support the one thing that you're trying to fight. You can't say that if because you're feeling oppressed for the very same reason when you single out one race above any other or below any other. I mean, it's the very thing that fuels the thing that's oppressing you. know, it's yeah, and there was a lot of people who did do a peaceful protest. You can't allow the actions of a mob of people to group all, I know a bunch of people who protested in Minneapolis, and there was no riot going on there. I mean, and one of my managers from Three Crowns, I'm sure, was there. And yeah, it's just because if you play, and again, the media is gonna blow that out of proportion and make you think, like, oh yeah, all these, Native Americans, or not Native Americans, the Native Americans are protesting in North Dakota right now, the pipeline, so, and I said, you know what's going to happen? The oil company is going to pay somebody to go to these protests, and they got a bunch of armed mercenaries basically hired out there to protect their workers, and there's already been deaths, and stabbings and stuff. They're gonna just pay somebody to fire the first shot, and yeah, then it make it look like the Indians rioted and just stomp out any positive media that they have gained from their protest. Fuck oil with a big fucking fuck you, Rockefeller.
Not quite up to par. Let's try that again.
There were protests all over the nation, though. The only ones that you heard about, though, were the ones that broke out in riot. Exactly. It's exactly how the media works. Just like when anytime a black individual gets killed by a cop, that's what they're going to report all over the fucking news and get everybody riled up and making this seem like it's happening all the time. And it's not happening any more or any less than it did before. It's just getting reported on the news like it's fucking important. Like, look at what's happening here. Like, some of the shit is, terrible, but people are killing people that way all the time, every day. 100 Americans are killing other Americans every single day. There's 100 people that are murdering each other. Care about that, Americans. Care about humanity, fucking not giving a fuck.
UNSA presence sighted. Prep to assist SDF forces.
Well, the ratio of whites to blacks is actually that's a stat is misguiding. The ratio of blacks killed to whites based on population is in favor of the black population. Yeah, more white people are killed every year because, I mean, we got the numbers. I mean, pretty good, pretty overwhelming numbers. It's at least 2 to 1. At least, if not more, 3 to 1. So you got, yeah, I mean, so that's not that surprising. Well, there's ignorance all over the United States. That's white people, that's black people, that's young, old. Ignorance is a choice based on the choice. I mean, do you want to learn or do you want to, be a sheep? Be a sheep your entire life. A sheep or a raging bull maybe some days, or a chicken the next day. And we have the power, and it's through awareness to change things, and it has to happen. People have to come together as one and embrace each other's differences based on, oh, here's, you know, as an opportunity to learn, not an opportunity to fear. That's what makes this place great, is diversity. You know, if everyone was the same and nothing ever changed, and there wasn't new food to try from different cultures, you know, or you know, different sports invented by different parts of the world. I mean, cultures bring new things to learn, new things to experience, and that's like the greatest part of this life is experiencing something new. So we need to embrace that about our differences and not, I mean, you know, what do we base our differences on? I mean, because we talk differently. You know, our language isn't quite the same. We care about different things. We're better at certain things, you know, like, then they'll be at certain things. You know, not universally across the board, but in general. Just like a woman generally is a better caregiver or nurturer, and a man is more of a breadwinner, you know, fucking hard ass when it comes to parenting. You know, that's just, you're born with certain traits, and if it's common in your race to have that trait, or that you like or want, you shouldn't be ashamed, you know, or have to not embrace it because, you know, I don't know. It's, people get stereotypes, so offended with stereotypes when, you know, sometimes stereotypes are true, and who gives a fuck? Oh, anger. Crenmore, he just stabbed me too. He's just running around with his knife. That's all he's doing. I'm not paying attention, so I just don't give a fuck. They created a monster because nobody wants to see Marshall no more. They want Shady. I'm chopped liver. Well, if you want Shady, this is what I'll give you. A little bit of weed, mix with my liquor, some vodka to jumpstart my heart quicker than the shock when I get shocked at the hospital while the doctor. Well, I'm not cooperating. While I'm rocking the table while he's operating. Oh, the FCC won't let me be me, so let me see. They try to shut me down on Truman TV. But it feels so empty without me. Yeah, it's me. It's me. I aspired to be Slim Shady for a while. And then I realized that's just never gonna happen. He's way too good at, yeah, he's one of the best rappers alive, in my opinion. Rhyming schemes, and maybe the best alive at rhyming schemes. The way he can make two words that, like, don't rhyme just by dragging on a single syllable. And I don't know, it's just, you can try to mimic it, but you ain't gonna do it. Oh, there's this one guy, what's his name? My buddy, Matt showed him to me. He sounds, like, voice-wise, just like Eminem. Like, it's scary. He doesn't have the, like, quite the flow, but when he raps, you know, he's not bad, but he don't have what Eminem have, and he always gets compared to Eminem, and he's rapped about it in one of his songs about how he's so sick of it. And yeah, man, if you sound like Eminem, that's a big mountain to fucking climb over. and you're a rapper, you ain't never making it over that mountain. You can never live up to that. Oh. Ah, get out of here! Oh, hey, look it. We got somebody join my clan. What's up, Trailhead? USA. What's up? Welcome to his clan, I should say. Or it's, hers. Xbox criminal. Now I got you muted. Daddy Anthony? I had Daddy, I don't think I had Daddy muted, but I didn't have Xbox muted.
We're a go in 10. Prepare for insertion, Wolverines. SDF operation starts in 5.
Gun game.
You muted me, you bastard.
You're on your own.
I'm sitting here, guys. This is a freebie kill. Dude standing by an onions, green cream, hair jelly sign. Come and get it while the pickings are good. Yeah, congratulations. Playboy pimpin'. I like turtles. Get out from over there. Get out in the open where I can see you. Oh, you just missed with that. Oh, that was ugly. That was ugly, Rico. That was a big garbage, but Melvin the Great, Melvin the Great made up for your mistake. Dun dun dun. Dun dun. Dun dun. Yeah, I gotta smoke a cig after this, and I should go into the back room for that. It's 2:30 in the morning. I put my key in the door. There's chickens laying all over the floor. But they're not dead. I guess they must be sleeping. Sleeping. How'd you guys like my remix of 3 a.m. in the morning there? Pretty creative. There's electricity fucking everywhere, bro. It's fucking floating in the air. Take your shoes off. Take your shoes off. You're connected to the. It's connected to the. And so, are you feeling lack of electricity? Go outside, take your shoes off, and walk around on the bare ground and. Yeah, just take your shoes off outside for a while. Just walk around for a while. Bet you feel physically better just after a little while walking around outside barefoot. Well, it's also, I mean, the way that air moves. The air moving through the air, through a magnetic field that is the Earth, you know, it creates a static charge, or positive or negative, or in this case, a positive charge moving one way. And then the Earth, therefore, on the bottom or the other side, is a negative charge. And you basically complete, your body is also a battery as well. I mean... there's iron moving in your blood, and your heart pumps that through, just like motion is needed in any battery to charge it. Your iron being magnetic, your brain's an electric. I mean, it's a computer, and it runs on electric signals. You know, and through that, your entire body operates. So. You have to sustain that energy somehow. We're not plugging into fucking outlets anywhere. And your body's slightly alkaline, and you have acid automatically produced in your stomach, and you're also eating things that produce acid. All the components of a battery are right there. You know, it's just, this is a self-sustaining battery that recharges itself. You know, so, when you connect to another power source, which is the Earth, I mean, you feed off that energy. I mean, it's something real. A connection to the Earth. Literally. Like Wi-Fi. Like, let me stick my USB port in that. Yeah, let me get that flash drive. I gotta smoke a cig, man. I gotta do it. And I'm gonna go stand outside on the green grass on the northwest side, east. How did I say that again? Northwest side, the northwest side, east southerly. I think it's.
You didn't meet all the objectives. You can take those resources to the quartermaster.
I'm up to 20. I'm waiting for that. How do I get that that junk or those parts to get up to upgrade weapons? What is that? Only levels? Or you have to actually win, though, which I have not been doing at all. 0 times. Just getting killed. And getting a little few kills. But, yeah, I'm gonna go smoke this. I'm out of here, guys. I'll lobby up with you a little bit later, if you're still on.
Hit the showers.
You look like you're ready to buy.